Hello, it is Thursday, September 26th, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solved. It's a Thursday crossword, which means we're going to be solving potentially a tricky theme and maybe a little bit of a tricky crossword itself. And this tricky edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Fargrim, Josh Allen, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster, the incorrigible Sheeler Beeler, the indefinable Charlie Paget, and the indecipherable Ray Grant. Thank you so much to the 6 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. They do, of course, sustain this series. They bring us this channel day in, day out, and for that, I'm very grateful. Thanks to them. Thanks to everybody who supports the channel at any level. If you'd like to do that on the Patreon campaign, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link, and you'll find the bonus videos available to patrons. And for benefactors like those 6 I mentioned, the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. Thank you so much to everybody who supports the campaign at any level. And thanks as well if you subscribe on YouTube, which is, of course, a big help as well. And you can also join that Daily Solve Discord chat server, a nice friendly chat community linked in the description field. And now let's get on to today's crossword, a debut by Jesse Guzman. Welcome to him or her. And it was edited once again by Joel Faliano. I can see some shaded cells, so once again, we've got some shaded cells in the grid. They're not the perimeter this time. Let's start solving and find out what they are. Right, they're sort of just scattered around in little consecutive pairs and triples. Anyway, wonder drug, a panacea probably. Let's just see if we can confirm that. And I don't immediately see what these shaded cells mean. I mean, panacea could be wrong, I suppose. Kooks are, I'm not sure. Film that lasts a while, question mark. So it could be film meaning something like algae or something, I don't know, with the question mark pun. Sudden riser in status. An up-and-comer, I'm not sure. Civil War and Reconstruction, e.g. Those are eras. Okay, I think panacea must be wrong. Maybe it's a cure-all, which means the same thing as panacea. A sort of anglicized version of that. So and that works with eras, so let's see if that helps with these. Cooks, oh, crazies maybe? Okay, that could be it. Film that lasts a while. Still don't know about that. Sudden riser in status. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Longtime college basketball coach Kruger, I have no idea. Makes a note of. If you log something, you make a note of it. So maybe logs. Not many. Less? Not really exactly the same. Not many. Scolding. I don't know. Julian, who founded WikiLeaks. Julian Assange. Okay. So that's good. I was starting to worry that something was wrong, but that actually looks good. Some hormonal flare-ups or zits, potentially. So what's the film that lasts a while? Up something? No, this will be a vowel. Scolding. Actually, that is strange. Maybe crazies is wrong. Civil rights leader Ida B. Wells. That's definitely right. Currency of 20 countries, the euro, which those countries comprise the Eurozone, countries that use the euro currency. Command to a getaway driver. Step on it, sort of the cliche that you would see in a heist film or something. It's a film that lasts a while. I don't understand. I wonder if this is a theme thing or something. I don't get this. Sudden riser in status. Is it something star? Do we sort of ignore the R and the E and we just have a something star, like a rising star? I don't know. Longtime college basketball coach. Yeah, no idea about that. Not many. Scolding. I don't know. If I'm scolding you, I'm something on you or of you, maybe, with that O. I don't know. I feel I might have something wrong here. I don't quite understand what's going on. Crowd. A whole score of people. It's not really right, though, because a score is a specific number. Advanced high school course taught by a professoressa, say. AP Italian? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so there we go. So taught by a professor, obviously, in Italian in feminine form. Maximum. An AP for advanced placement. Maximum. I don't know why I can't see what that is. It feels like in 4 letters with a P. That should be obvious. The maximum, the most, the highest, the cap, the peak. Let's see if that works here. Russian Ballet Company. Not the, what's the famous one? Russian Ballet Company. I can't think of the famous Russian ballet. It wouldn't fit here anyway, because I think it starts with B. Bolshoi is what I was thinking of. But that doesn't fit here, so I'm actually not sure. This letter, it's not a Y, it's a what. And what, embarrassingly, what is that in the Greek alphabet, I assume? Okay. Have the final turn. Oh, go last, so that's a gamma. Okay, good. Well, that helped. Body part just below the philtrum. Oh, I do not know that. Blank exam. I don't know. Biblical figure whose name is repeated in a Faulkner title. Absalom, Absalom. It's the name of a Faulkner novel. Dish with a crispy tortilla shell. Tacos or crispy tortilla shell. Crispy. I mean, a taco shouldn't be crispy, in my opinion. Maybe a tostada. That doesn't work with the S. They're often sugar-coated. Truths? You sort of sugarcoat a hard truth, maybe? Something found near a trap. I don't know. Lore, if there were more letters. Like hotel checkouts that may cost extra. Late checkouts. Okay, that's definitely going to be right. So truths is wrong. Blank exam. I really think this should be oral exam. And there's an O here, and it's part of this shaded area, which makes me wonder, is this why this area is so difficult for me? Do I have to maybe swap the order of these letters or something like that? Because O here, like if I change this to G-L-O, oh, wait a second. Actually, then if I change the T and the S, I'd still have a valid word. Gloats. I mean, it wouldn't answer the clue, but we used the answer to the clue to get what we arrived at here. So does that work here as well? R-U and then L-L-A. Oh, Cruella. That's a valid answer because it's the name of a character, in this case, from 101 Dalmatians. Okay, I think that's what we're doing here. All right, presumably eventually there will be some revealer clue that explains why this is happening. So E-T would go here, and then I-N would go here. Does the film that lasts a while is residue, is very straightforward. You'll just have a residue that lasts, a little film on something. All right, so sudden riser in status is an upstart. Yes, definitely. Longtime college basketball coach Kruger. Lynn, I don't know. Not many, a few probably. And yes, if you're, oh, I see. No, it's not scolding like a verb. It's a scolding. It's like I gave him a real scolding, a reproof. There we go. So this is Lon Kruger. Okay, fine. And then a crowd is a swarm of people. That makes sense. Or if not necessarily people, I guess. Like some goons. Okay, so this is good. So that means this is oral, which is what kicked this whole hypothesis off, which has now been, I think, sufficiently proven. Body part just below the philtrum. Oh, is it Lip is the filter in this area? Is that what that is? I think I've encountered this before, but I wouldn't know it very well. Prominent feature of Hello Kitty. Oh, a hair bow. Yes, Hello Kitty has that big red hair bow, that cartoon character. Dish with, oh, it is tostada. There we go. That is the dish with a crispy tortilla shell. All right. And then they're often sugar-coated. Oh, sweets. Okay, so it's not figurative in the sense of language. It's literally sweets, candy. An intractable situation is an impasse. You can't seem to make progress. And then, like some goons, they may be hired goons, henchmen or something. Got the word out, question mark. I'm not sure about that. Wake word for an Apple device. Siri? If you say Siri, does it wake up? Because I've definitely seen people say hi Siri or something like that. Or maybe they just say Siri. Raggedy Ann is a doll, a kind of, rag doll. Got the word out. Oh, said. Oh, whoops, I misspelled hired. Sorry about that. I've been making more typos recently. I shouldn't do that. Bygone Apple products are iPods, which are now discontinued. Russian ballet company. Oh, right. Yeah, I saw this, and I'm still not actually sure, because it is obviously not the Bolshoi. Group of cable news talking heads. You could have a panel of pundits. Reality TV staple. Drama, I suppose, would be part and parcel of it. Burn, so to speak, would be... I don't know. Oh, wait a second. Do I need to... Oh, no, I already reversed this. Okay, this one I haven't yet looked at. 3-time nominee for Best Director, 1994, 2009, 2019. Right. And actually, for the purpose of solving this clue right now, I think I'm going to put this in just for now because it'll help me solve it. Those would be A-N, and this would be an N here, and we don't yet know there. So... 3-time nominee for Best Director, 1994, 2009, 2019. I'm actually not sure about this. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I need some more crosses. Yeah, I don't know. Author Joyce Carol Oates. Well, that I can put in. Related to vision is optic. Tara, someone? Oh, Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino, sorry. Okay, that's who it is. All right, great. So now I can put these back to where they were. So what would those have been? 1994, Pulp Fiction, probably? Boy, I don't know. 2019... was probably Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I thought was incredible. 2009. I don't remember. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. N-A, and then here we have O-N. So, right, panel. Oh, Kirov? That sounds right. Kirov. And then rescues. Oh, and then again, this is going to be different, but we'll get there in a moment. So Tarnation is what is our new creation from Tarantino. Very good. That's pretty clever, turning Tarantino into Tarnation. I like that a lot. Okay, so nation to which the island of Tortuga belongs would be Haiti. And then here, for the purpose of solving rescues, the L goes here, and the E goes here. So, salvages. Yes, there we go. So rescues is salvages. And then again, we reverse this. So we have L-A-S goes here. Las Vegas will be the answer. Great. This is very good. This is very cleverly constructed. Burn, so to speak. You dish on some... Oh, no, you diss them. You burn someone, you diss them. You say something negative. And then a playground game is tag. Great. Band dates are gigs. If you're in a band, you might play gigs, different performance dates. She recited her poem on the pulse of morning at Clinton's first inauguration. Clinton's first inauguration. Who would that have been? I'm sure it'll be someone noteworthy that I should have thought of immediately, but I can't at the moment. And announcement before taking a leap. Here goes or something like that. That's too long. What has posts all around a site? A fence. Oh, Maya Angelou. Ah, I should have thought of her immediately. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. It'll be Maya Angelou. Foundation, e.g., for short. An organization, I guess. Like lightning in some tongues, you could have forked lightning or speak with a forked tongue in a sort of deceptive manner, like a snake. And to smell, for something to smell could be for it to reek. And then announcement before taking a leak. Sorry, before taking a leap. Don't know what the other one would be, but here I go. Okay, I was on the right track. And then unit of explosive power, a kiloton. Yeah, you often see explosives rated in kilotons. And then Hoda of morning TV, who I've definitely internalized thanks to the crossword, is Hoda Kotb. And then one whose mentality begins with M-E, an egotist, I guess. I see, because that's just a clever little pun. So mentality begins with the letters M-E, but you might say someone whose mentality begins with me, essentially, is an egotist. All right, if you're up to, oh no, it's not what you're up to. It's if the number goes up to 5, it goes till 5. And then, oh, right, here we go. Here's our revealer. With 63 across, tricky football play, as represented by this puzzle's shaded squares. So a double reverse or something? I don't know that phrase from the sport, but it feels like that's what it is, because we've twice reversed kind of subsets of letters within these words. So I bet that's right. But actually, let's check this V. Yeah, no, that's right, because a loo is, in British English, a toilet or a lavatory. So there we go. All right, transportation app banned in Denmark, Hungary, and Thailand. It must be Uber. That's interesting. I don't think I knew that. Parisian patriarch, Pop? Like the Pope? Is that? But I mean, the Pope isn't Parisian. At least certainly this one isn't. The current one. Oh, it just means father. Sorry, it just means père for father in French. I was getting too weird about it. Okay, but this is the obvious answer that I should have thought of first. Final circuit in a track race is, I don't know. This is just terminology with which I'm unfamiliar, I guess. They take marks off at school. Erasers. You might literally erase a mark from a paper with a pencil. Conditional word in programming, else. I think this was in the crossword with essentially this exact clue a matter of days ago. So in programming, you might have an if condition with then an else that suggests, well, if that wasn't true, do this other thing. Name suffix that can combine with Henry or Henri in French. Etta, as in Henrietta, you might encounter as a feminine form of Henry. Okay, so more forgiving. Something ear, I guess. Game faces. Avatars. In a video game, you might have an avatar that represents you, sort of different face. Point of contact between neurons. Point of contact. A synapse. Yep, that's it. Okay, so what is this? Final? Oh, no. Something lap. Bell lap, maybe? The bell lap? I don't know that phrase at all. It doesn't ring any bells for me, speaking of bells, but here we have more forgiving is gentler. Right, okay. So to impose a tax would be to levy it, and palindromic family nickname is Nan, so grandmother, and it's palindromic because it reads the same in either direction, which is a nice little, maybe slight nod to this theme of the reversals. Anyway, I think I know this name, Bareilles of Broadway. Sarah Bareilles is a singer and Broadway performer, I guess. Powerlifter's sound. So someone doing powerlifting might grunt as they pick up the, I don't know, barbells or whatever. Period preceding a big event could be the run-up to it. And finally, if an event materialized, it arose, it occurred. So, that's it. That was the Thursday crossword. Very good. We've got I think this is a very clever theme, and it took me a while to catch on to it. I went through this part of the grid and just had no idea what was going on. Felt like I was maybe doing something wrong, but I couldn't figure out what, so I just had to give up. Eventually, it was oral exam that, and it's not so much that I don't think it was solely that I was so confident specifically about oral that it revealed the whole thing, although it did feel like the obvious answer with the L, because I think I had the L at the end. But it was also just that after going through this segment and feeling like something was wrong, but being unable to figure out why some of my crosses would have needed to have then been wrong as well, it just felt like something needs adjustment or changing here. And then, of course, the shaded cells are always a clue. So in case you're wondering just about my thought process in getting from here to unpicking the theme generally, that was sort of what was going through my mind. And let's look at what we did there. We had a cure-all become Cruella. We had go last become gloats. We had step on it become set point. We had Tarantino become tarnation. And finally, we had salvage become Las Vegas. I think Tarantino tarnation, which actually has sort of pride of place in the center of the grid, I think is my favorite. I think that's very clever. But these are all very good. And some of them needed to be proper nouns, depending on, on either the starting or end point. So we had Tarantino, Las Vegas, Cruella. But I think fair enough. This was pretty impressive. I'm curious how Jesse Guzman arrived at these. They're very well done. And that was our double reversal. So that was Thursday. I'll be back tomorrow for the themeless Friday crossword. No reversals in there, we would assume. So join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Thursday. Take care.